So I wrote something a few weeks ago on Confident Writing about where people should go to look for poetry, and whether there were particular books or anthologies of poetry that would be a good place for people to start looking for poems. And the conclusion that I came to was that the best bet was actually just to allow poems to come and find you through newspapers, through web links, through things that you happen to find in the library. Because they stick with you and resonate with you in a different way. So I thought it might be an interesting experiment to share some of the poems that come and find me during the course of a week. 2 poems have come and found me this week, and I thought I would start off by sharing one that they bumped into me this morning. I had shared something myself on a new group that I've just set up on Facebook called Poetry for a Change, and it was about seeing things differently through the eyes of an artist or a poet, and not wanting to have your eyesight recorrected to the way things are supposed to be. And somebody on the group very kindly shared a poem by Mary Oliver called The Fist, and it starts like this: "There are days when the sun goes down like a fist, though of course if you see anything in the heavens in this way, you had better get your eyes checked, or better still, your diminished spirit." And it goes on to say that the heavens don't behave remotely like a fist, or wouldn't they have been shaking it for 1,000 years now? Instead, she finishes, instead, such patience, such willingness to let us continue to hear little by little the voices, only so far in pockets of the world, suggesting the possibilities of peace. And I really like that bit about the pockets of the world, because that's where I think the poems and the poets lie, in those small pockets, suggesting possibilities of peace. And the last line goes, "Keep looking. Behold how the fist opens with invitation." And I really like the poem. I haven't read the whole thing because I need to check out the whole thing about copyright sharing. So I thought I would just share a few of the lines that resonated with me. An interesting thing was, I thought I hadn't read this poem before, but then I discovered that I do have the book on my shelves that has the poem in it. It's Mary Oliver's Thirst. But what tends to happen with books is that you don't notice all of the poems that are in it. It's only when somebody shares it with you for a particular reason that it jumps out and grabs you. It works its way into your heart, and that's when you remember them, and that's when they become significant, and that's when you also want to pass them on. So that was the poem that came and found me this week. It was called The Fist, and you'll find it in Mary Oliver's book Thirst, or somewhere circulating on the web, or in pockets of poetry somewhere in the world. Thanks for listening. Bye.